Hello everyone. Hope you're doing great. This is Motorsport Progression, and I'm back again with another video. So I'm bringing you this video here. So it's basically the qualifying session for the Australian Grand Prix 2025. So the Australian Grand Prix, they've had their three practice sessions, and then the qualifying sessions went on. But from where I am right now, the times are so different. So by the time I'm KO, they're racing, so I have to wake up, do my analysis, and then bring you the results. So I hope everyone watching this video, you're enjoying the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And yeah, let's dive into it straight away. Yeah. So in qualifying, Oliver Behrman had a gearbox problem, and probably that problem has been stemming from the weekend because he had a crash in free practice one. He missed free practice two, and then he had a crash in free practice three as well. So probably he picked up the gearbox problem from there. So he couldn't set no time for qualifying, and he was out, on his warm up lap. And then also when Q1 started, Liam Lawson he went wide at the penultimate lap, turn 13, and then he was then out in Q1. So that's a disappointing debut qualifying session for Liam Lawson in the Red Bull, and he was out in Q1. So he'll be looking into how he can improve his performance in the race, and also his qualifying performances in the next race, the Chinese Grand Prix. I think that's next week as well. Okay, so and another major news in Q1 qualifying one session is Gabriel Bortoleto. He knocked out Kimi Antonelli out of Q2. So Bortoleto in a kick Sauber, he made it into Q2, and he knocked out Kimi Antonelli. And obviously Kimi Antonelli is driving for Mercedes, so there's some pace that's expected of him. Where did George Russell finish? George Russell finished in fourth position. So obviously Kimi Antonelli is a rookie, but they will be expecting some pace from him as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So hopefully he comes on good towards the next few races. So those who were eliminated in qualifying one was Oliver Behrman in 20th, and then you got Esteban Ocon in 19th, and then you got Liam Lawson 18th, Nico Hulkenberg 17th, and then Kimi Antonelli 16th. Okay, so that was the five drivers eliminated in Q1. So now in Q2, moving on to Q2, when the session started, you had a spin from Lewis Hamilton in the Ferrari. I mean, he was on the pace, and then he made a slight mistake, tried to catch the car, and then he spun it. So he had to like spin the car again, to get back on track. And so basically, he had to spin the car again to face the right direction. So just a slight error there from Sir Lewis Hamilton, and also, Isaac Hadjar in the Racing Bulls. When he was on his lap here, I could see he was very aggressive in the last corner. And Bortoleto as well, he had an opposite lock. Yeah, he had an opposite lock here, but he saved it. Gabriel Bortoleto, who kicked out Kimi Antonelli from Q2. He had an opposite lock here, but he managed to save it. I mean, that was brilliant from him there. But he still didn't make it into Q3, obviously. But yeah, he done okay in those two sessions. So the drivers that was eliminated in Q2 was, you got Gabriel Bortoleto, Jack Doohan, and then you got Gabriel Bortoleto in 15th, Jack Doohan in 14th, Lance Stroll in 13th, Fernando Alonso in 12th, and Isaac Hadjar in 11th position. So that was the five drivers that was eliminated in Q2. So now moving on to Q3. On the first runs, you had Oscar Piastri. He made a mistake in turn 13, 14, that complex here, the last two corners. So he wasn't close to the pole position on the first runs. So obviously in Q3, they always have two runs, isn't it? They have a first run, then they come in the pace, check the car, check the times, and then they go back for a final pole position shootout. So Lando Norris had his lap deleted because of a mistake. So his Q1 run was a void because he had his lap deleted. So he had to proper fight for pole position in the last final runs and make no mistakes. And then yeah, in the first run as well, Leclerc put it on pole position, and then Russell took the top spot from him. Then Verstappen came across the line and took the top spot from him. So after the first runs, it was Verstappen on pole, and then they all went into the pits. The 10 drivers that was left, and then they came back out. Piastri was quite quick. He was in a quick lap. He was pushing, and then he took the top spot. But Lando was right behind him, just about 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Was right behind him and took the pole position. And then when Lando took the pole position, there was no driver that could challenge the position. So Lando took pole position for the Australian Grand Prix. So the first pole position of the season was taken by McLaren of Lando Norris with a time of a 1 minute 15.096 seconds. And also it should be noted that Alexander Albon, he outqualified the two Ferraris in sixth position, and the two Ferraris finished seventh and eighth. So now I'm just gonna give you the times for the qualifying session for the 2025 Australian Grand Prix. So in first position, you got Lando Norris, pole position in the McLaren. He had a time of 1 minute 15.096 seconds. In second position, you got Oscar Piastri in the McLaren, who was just 8 thousandths of a second off, 0.084. In third position, you got Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. He was just about 3 tenths, just about up to 4 tenths off, 0.385 seconds off. In fourth position, you got George Russell in the Mercedes, who was 0.450 seconds off. So well done to George there, for keeping the Mercedes, light shining at the top of the charts. And also, you got in fifth position, you got Yuki Tsunoda in a Racing Bull. He was 0.574 seconds off the the top time in fifth position. So very well done to Yuki Tsunoda there. In sixth position, you got Alexander Albon in the Williams Mercedes. In the Williams, he had a time, he was 0.641 seconds off, and he's done very well. Williams have shown that they got qualifying, they got one lap pace as well, and hopefully they do well in the race as well. In seventh position, you got Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. He was about 6 tenths off. In eighth position, you got Hamilton, who was about 8 tenths off the top time. And so you got Ferrari in seventh and eighth, Leclerc from Hamilton. Then in ninth, you got Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. He was about 0.884 seconds off. And in 10th position, you got Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz in the Williams. He was about 0.966 seconds off. Okay, so now in 11th position, you had Isaac Hajar, yeah. And then in 12th position, you got Fernando Alonso. In 13th position, you got Lance Stroll. 14th position, you got Jack Doohan. 15th position, you got Gabriel Bortoleto. 16th position, you got Andrea Kimi Antonelli. 17th, you got Nico Hulkenberg. 18th position, you got Liam Lawson. 19th, you got Esteban Ocon. And 20th, you got Oliver Behrman. So yeah, that was the results of qualifying. Lando was the fastest in qualifying, and he's on pole position with Piastri lined up just behind him, and then Max lined up just behind him. So it's gonna be a race. So the forecast is forecast for a very wet morning, and then after the wet morning, they are going to have the race in the afternoon. So let's see if the rain continues into the afternoon or it dries up. So strategies could be critical here. Anyone can win this race, especially when it's a wet race. You know what I mean? As you can remember last season, back to the Brazilian Grand Prix, what happened last season. So yeah, man, I'm just gonna wrap it up here. I just want to say to everyone, thank you for supporting the channel, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And also, don't forget to click on the notification bell And if you got any questions to ask me, type it below and I will answer you back. And also click on another video to check out more content on the channel. And you can also check back on the channel anytime you're ready for more content, because I always keep releasing new content. So thank you for your support. I hope you're enjoying the Australian Grand Prix, and I'm looking forward to the race, man. I want to see what happens. Is Lando gonna dominate, or is Oscar gonna put pressure on him? And is it gonna be a battle between the McLarens? Can Max really say something about that? What can the two Ferraris do in sixth and seventh? And let's see how the Williams fare on. So yeah, peeps, I'm just gonna wrap it up here and then on to the next one. One love.